chat box is it is. Oh, that's why I don't have it. Okay. I had to do a couple things. um Better. Okay. So apologies. First of all, I had to do a couple things yesterday to try and figure out why my stream was kind of consistently getting kind of crispy after a couple hours. Um I've turned off a setting in OBS Studio that gave OBS Studio GPU priority. So hopefully that helped, but I don't know what else it could be. It could be many things. The OBS analyzer didn't really say much apart from the fact that I'm reaching up against the buffer. We'll see if I have to go up to a higher buffer. Maybe hopefully these can just be enough. Hello, Ocean. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here for Toxic Yuri. Because that is literally the name of the game tonight. So Yuri Kisuten, a visual novel company, reached out to me back in like April, and we're like, "Hey, we're gonna release this new game soon, and we want to give you early access to the demo." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so nice of you. I would love to do it." But if you recall, April and May for me were months where my my voice was not in very good shape, so I really did not want to try and do any kind of long reading streams. So it's kind of unfortunately fallen by the wayside. The demo is available for everyone now. In fact, I will do this magical thing where I pin this message. Anyway, so you can play the demo for yourself there. Unfortunately, yeah, I wasn't able to get this out before. I wasn't able to take a look at this before the end of the private release, but that's fine. I don't know how I've managed to become like a visual novel streamer, because I don't feel like I stream a lot, but I do get recommended a lot of them. And I also I did sign up for that excuse me, for the visual novel festival earlier in the year. So I guess I kind of am a visual novel uh streamer. But no, I just find it kind of funny. Anyway, let's talk about what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're playing Toxic Yuri, where we play as an overworked office lady who discovers a sludge girl abandoned in a box in an alleyway and decide to take her home. And then depending, we can make the relationship sweet or toxic. The choice is ours to see. So yes, it's Toxic Yuri figuratively, but also literally, as in um we're gonna be romancing a girl made of toxic waste. So let's get into it. That girl is Sludge. She is. Let's get this going. I'm probably gonna have to pull up a window capture. Nope. Cool. All right. Give me a little bit. Mess with the settings here, and we'll get it going. Increase the text speed a little bit. Good there. Is there a way to adjust? Turn down a little bit. Okay, that's less annoying. All right. I think without further ado, let's get right into it. Another mandatory drinking party with my coworkers. My boss is passed out with a drink in his hand. Two of my kohais sing the worst Aladdin duet I've ever borne witness to. I'm on my fifth beer, my head's spinning and my ears are ringing. My life is a wreck. Stable job, decent apartment, recent promotion. I hit rock bottom. Nothing happens to me anymore. Just deadlines, drinking parties, nursing hangovers on rush hour trains, working on Saturdays. I checked my phone for the first time in an hour. I couldn't check it when my boss spoke for 25 minutes before we said kampai. And notification from Pizza Box advertising a new coupon for 2% off. 10 new posts on my RSS reader. A message on Dot. I got a message from somebody. It's an offer for a free in-app sticker pack after I buy 5,000 yen of stickers. I resist the temptation to start doom scrolling the For You page on Whittier and try to turn my attention back to the mandatory work party. But nobody's having fun tonight. Everybody's plastered, miserable, overworked, and blowing off steam by acting ridiculous in a semi-private setting. The whole night will cost each of us over 10,000 yen, not a small amount. Is it really worth that much just to gather in an ikazaya and feel bad together? My favorite coworker isn't even here. I don't have a sympathetic shoulder to mope on. I should have declined. I should have weaseled out and gone home to watch late-night anime based on light novels I've never heard of. Instead, I'm subjected to another hour of overpriced edamame, terrible karaoke, and public displays of affection between coworkers who are cheating on their spouses. Oh shit. But, like all pain, it doesn't last forever. Or maybe I get used to it. It's hard to say, but the event does eventually end. The drinking stops, and the next half hour of figuring out how to split the bill between 14 people begins. I tell a coworker I'll repay her on a payment app, but I need to catch a train, so I need to head out. She mumbles something drunkenly. I hope she understood me. Not that I'm too coherent myself. I leave the mandatory work party. I'll see my coworkers again. Monday, perhaps. Or tomorrow, if my boss demands me to. For now, I don't think too much about that. I simply carry myself through the dark city streets. A single woman alone at night, drunk and discontent. A recipe for disaster. Last train is coming soon, so I need to get to the subway before long. Maybe there's enough time to swing by a kombini and pick up some marukichi, or more beer. No. The night is young, but it's also short. I need to walk. Last train on the Karasuma line is always incredibly crowded. If I can avoid it, I absolutely will. I can just imagine the last train fiasco if someone pukes on the second stop. It's happened to me 3 times the past few months. It sends the whole car into a frenzy. I'm too tired for frenzies. I stumble past a couple of vending machines, cough my way through rude-ass smokers. It's the walk I take to the subway every time I'm done with a mandatory work party. Nothing's ever happened. Nearly midnight, and most of the world can muster up as a meek apology of street lamps and skittering cats. God, I think I would go insane if I had to attend mandatory work parties. It's skittering cats hissing at a cardboard box as they run far away from here. Wait, what's that smell? Huh? Inside the cardboard boxes. What is that? A girl? A small woman, purple and oozing with viscous liquid. A foul odor pours into my nose, but I can't tell if it's her or the dumpster next to her. Someone threw out this woman? I must be drunker than I thought. She seems asleep, curled up in the box like a newborn. If not asleep, she's trying to stay warm. It's brisk outside tonight, and all she has is a ragged burlap sack dress. Against all my better instincts, I reach out my hand slowly. I crouch and gently put a finger on the small purple woman. Slimy. Yep, she's the one who smells like garbage. And now so does my finger. Myram knocks the cardboard box and she stirs, eyebrows twitching. She makes muttering sounds and grasps herself tighter. A few droplets hit my head and arms. Looks like it'll rain here. And this poor sleeping being will just sit in this degrading box and suffer. Pathetic sight. I'm a pathetic lady. Almost like it was meant to be. Last train is coming, my head is spinning, and I feel worse than ever. Do I? Yes. Somehow, all that adds up to me picking up the box. It adds up to me holding my breath, walking into the subway station, and going home with this strange purple sleepy girl. Yes, it ruins the ride of everyone on the train with me. Yes, it's nearly impossible to tap my IC card on the ticket gate when both my hands are carrying a box. But for reasons beyond my comprehension, I do it. I bring the box and the woman home with me. My humble abode. A little dirty, a little small, not in any shape for guests, but it'll have to do. We came in just in time. It started pouring down rain as soon as I got out of the subway. Just glad I live close to the station. I set the cardboard box down in an empty spot and quickly go to the kitchen sink to wash my hands, to get as fresh a breath of air as I can manage under the circumstances. By the time I turn around, the small purple woman is on her own 2 feet. She's got an adorable face, the kind where you want to pinch her cheeks or maybe chuck her out a window. How are you feeling? No response. Not up to talking, I see. Don't worry, I won't judge. I hope you don't judge my very so-so home. I didn't have time to clean. But I guess this is better than out on the street. The girl stays in her cardboard box. She looks around, but still says nothing. Do I make you want to chuck me out of a window, Soroka? Ocean? No. I would rather chuck you into my arms. Got got him. Anyway, her cute face matched only by the foul bubbling odor emanating from her body. She stands up. I realize that, yeah, she's very short, although a little taller than I expected for someone I carried home in a box. Less a fantasy imp and more like an adult chimpanzee. A purple chimpanzee in a burlap sack dress. A couple drops of substance drip off her body and on into the box. She looks at me like she's asking permission to approach me. I let her leave the box. I give her a nod and she steps out of the box. She comes up to me and looks at me closely. Well, do you have a name or anything? My name is Doku. She speaks. Wobbly, high-pitched, and very cute. Doku-chan, huh? Well, nice to hear you speaking. This is the first time I've been in a house. I like it. How did you end up on the street like that? In that box? I don't know. I don't remember anything. An amnesiac. Just great. No, I'm new to this world. I don't have a lot of experiences yet. Can you help me? I want to learn a lot of things. Um, sure. You saved my life. So I'll do anything you ask, okay? Doku-chan is adorable at a glance, and it's not a shock that she's so inexperienced with the world. But I don't want to take advantage of her, not in any sense of the word. So I'm not sure what to do here. I can't kick her out just yet, since it's obvious she has nowhere to go. I don't also want to have more life responsibilities by teaching an ooze monster how to live in the modern world. This is going to be a tough decision, I think. But at least for the time decision, at least for the time being, it's a decision I can put off. It's very late, and even though it will be Saturday, I do have to go into work tomorrow. Do you? Did your boss text you when on the ride home or something? So I'll just put up with her for the time being. Are you sleeping? I'm just about to go to bed. What's sleepy? The thing you do when you're not awake. Sleeping. Oh, the darkness. I enjoy the darkness, so I like to sleep. It's better than being awake. Outside, the rainstorm picks up. The sound of thunder in the distance. Not common around these parts, so it makes me jump a little. Doku-chan is even more spooked, though. What? It's just the storm outside. Don't worry. You need anything before I go to sleep? Will anything bad come to eat me? How safe is this place? Extremely safe. Even if a home invader barged their way in here, they'd be scared off by the mountains of boys' love manga in the living room. There's no chance they could survive an onslaught by an army of ukes. I'm happy to hear that. Doku-chan, are you going to be okay, really? Yes. The way she's fidgeting around suggests to me that she will very much not be okay once I turn off the lights. Make her stay in the box or make her stay with you? Make her stay with me. You seem a little scared, so how about sleeping with me tonight? My bed's big and you're small. Really? If anything happens to you, you can trust in me. Is that okay? I won't cause any trouble? No, of course not. Well, maybe if I plug my nose. Thank you! I'm so happy about this. Can I dance? Is that okay? No dancing. It's almost sleep time. I see. I take her into my bedroom and set her on the bed. I pull the covers over her and myself. The bed's not actually very spacious, even when she's small. I find myself rubbing up against her slimy body much more than I'm comfortable with. But she seems comfortable. Passes out almost immediately. Makes the faintest little snores you'll ever hear. It's nice. Not the rest of it, but at least the snores are. And somehow they're able to help soothe me to sleep. Sweet dreams, me. In the morning, I wake up to find Doku-chan resting in her box in the fetal position. She must have gotten out of bed during the night and climbed back in there. The thunderstorm must have really scared her. Still, she seems very calm. She was very brave for spending a stormy night without waking in fear. Good morning, Doku-chan. She slowly wakes up, her dark pupils fluttering half open. Ugh. Just when it seems like she's finally awoken, her eyes go shut again. A real sleepyhead. Well, I have to go to work soon, so I can't have that. I'll let her sleep a bit more. I don't know this girl. Why should I be your personal handmaid and wake her? I leave the girl in the box and assume she'll wake up on her own before I finish getting for work. If she doesn't, then oh well. It's sure a sign that I'm not one for roommate. Ever since I moved out of my family's place, I've been a lone wolf. No need to be waking up random women in the morning. That also may be a sign of how few women I take home with me. After I brush my teeth, wash my hair, and heat up some instant coffee, I find that Doku-chan's woken herself after all anyway. She's looking positively ragged, and that's what she gets for sleeping in a cardboard box. But at least she's awake and already following me around. See, my tough love is the thing. Ignoring a girl will make them more eager to see you. Oh, I didn't realize letting people sleep in is tough love, but okay. I'm going to work soon. I assume you don't have anywhere to go, right? I don't have a spare key for you anyway. No, I'm not sure. Do I need to go somewhere? What's outside? I'll take that as a no. I'm gonna trust you to stay in here then. Keep the door locked and feel free to have my... food? As I say that, the pungent odor of the purple woman hits my nose and I lose my appetite. Maybe I shouldn't let her grubby fingers all over my food. Well, if you have any problems, just call me. You have a smartphone? She lives in a cardboard box and wears a burlap sack. Why would you assume she has a smartphone? Okay. If you have any problems, just wait for me to get home. Wait, I'll be alone again? All alone? Yeah, just keep house. I won't kick you out yet, not until we get things sorted out. Doku-chan shivers. Alone? Just for a few hours. I just have to get some work done at the office. Trust me, be good while I'm away. It's like a nervous puppy, only without the barking, and I pray without soiling herself on the linoleum. I set out for work then, trusting this strange creature to behave herself and not completely ruin my life while I'm away. Oh god, alone. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Going to work today is pretty awful, though. I have a mild hangover from last night, and I'm sure some of my coworkers will have even more than that. It's a Saturday, which means I absolutely should not be going into the office today. And yet, I have deadlines coming up for projects, and I have no choice but to go in and help fix all that up. I'm a sub-manager, informally, which means I have way more responsibility than the rest of my team at the same salary. Although I don't envy the sub-manager, who is definitely suffering even more responsibilities with the same salary. I'm honestly terrified they'll promote him up to manager, which will then make them promote me to sub-manager. I would like to be demoted, but I can't figure out any path to making that happen without being turned into the office pariah. I'm sure I'd get it by not coming into work on Saturdays. But that would be a path to getting transferred to a whole new section where I'd be doing data input on spreadsheets for the rest of my career. A fate worse than death. Oh god, ain't that right? And I've tried boosting the other employees in my section and making them look good, but then they just boost me in return. A vicious cycle of retribution. So for now, my status quo was working on Saturdays and doing the bare minimum while I try to make myself look as busy as possible. So here I am, at the office, hungry and headache, and hell-bent on going home. Half the workers aren't even in yet, and it's already 8:15 a.m. I thought I was cutting it close. I'm only 15 minutes early. However, my closest coworker, the one I care about as a person, is already in. By her posture, she seems like she's been in for a while. Fujino Tatsuko. Impeccable fashion. Chipper attitude, always an instant ramen cup on her desk, but nary a whisper of bags under her eyes. How Fujino Tatsuko gets away with so much, I'll never understand. But we entered the company at the same time, so we've been attached to the hip for several years now. What? Sorry, Ohio. You're in already, wow. I skipped the work party last night, so I thought it's the least I could do. I've got to help us meet that deadline. I'm glad you work here. With me and with everyone else. Silly. You look pretty tired this morning. Did you skip your Y1000? I've been busy doing some stuff. Dokushan is that stuff. Also, the hangover is that stuff. Well, I'll let you borrow my energy. Thanks, Fujino-san. I do my best during this awful workday. It's made at least a little brighter by having a decent coworker to guide me along. The deadline seemed to loom ever closer, like a giant moon with a scary face above a clock tower. But we're at least able to make a dent in it. What a very specific reference. I meant analogy, but I didn't say that. Good job. This is the standard. Everyday life of a young adult with no ambition. I'm gonna do this for the next 45 years, so I better get used to it. I have to wait patiently for Office Lady Thon to come home. She told me to be good. I need to be good. I've been sitting in front of the door for a while now. The light in the window got very bright and the room became very warm. Now the light is decreased. I wish I knew what all that meant. Outside is a scary place. I was out there yesterday, but I don't really remember it. I was asleep and in a box, then I was awake in this home. When shall we, bleh. I'm not trying to do the ooh voice. When will she return? How long has it been? There's a clock here that reads 10:35. If only I'd been taught I could tell how to tell time. But I'm too new to know about something. I walk around in circles for a while. My balance is off. I've only been walking for a few hours of my life, so I need a lot of training. Once I have that down, I try spinning. That's a good... My little toes push me up as high as... My little toes push me up as I get up high and stretch my arms out as far as they will go. And even then, I'm too short to reach that spider web in the corner of the ceiling. I'm a little hungry, so I was thinking about trying it for a snack. Oh well. I'm sure I can find something else nice at home. Except, I've never eaten before. What food should I try? I take myself into the kitchen and sample a few of Office Lady San's things. Then spit them out soon after. Ugh, gross, yucky. I'm never gonna eat a spoon ever again. This juice called ketchup, though, is quite yummy. I squirt the whole bottle into my mouth. Unlike the spoon, it has a silky smooth texture and passes right down my throat. No bitter aftertaste. Well, now that I'm not so hungry, though... now I'm not so hungry, though I am a bit bored. When will Office Lady... When will Oal-san come home? What if she left me here forever? Should I go outside to track her down? No outside. I need to be patient and a good girl. I'm so good. So very good. So bored. Very bored. I look at the clock again. It flashes a new time symbol. 10:57. It's going up, so I think that must be a good thing. Maybe when it becomes 10:99, it'll be the end of my waiting? It doesn't seem like the time can become 10:100 at least. I stare at the clock for as long as I can keep focus on it. 10:58, 10:59, 10:60. Huh? 11? That's crazy. I'm learning so many new things about the world today. I'm really glad I'm alive. Maybe Office Lady-san is glad I'm alive too. I'll make sure to learn as much as I can by the time she gets back, so she'll be even happier. I jingle the keys to unlock my front door and immediately hear a loud thump and a muffled voice. Hello? Moment of truth. Part of the cards. I unlock the door only to find Doku-chan sitting at the entrance with a smile. Welcome home. I'm home, and you're still sitting here at the entrance. Did you even move? I moved a lot. I learned so many things today, like how to walk, how to tell time, the chemical composition of a spoon, and how to stop thinking for a while so I don't get bored. Oh, wow. Certainly a whole lot more chipper than she was this morning. What changed? Kinda worried she turned into a nervous wreck and destroy the place. I'm glad that's... I... my apartment. What's wrong? Doku-chan looks at me with those pitiful, beady eyes, completely innocent, like a foul-stenched angel from the great white north. It's, nothing. Oh, I see. If I make any mistake, please tell me. Maybe I should have gone on an angry rant, but I couldn't do it to this cute little thing. She's brand new to the world. She doesn't understand yet. I want her to adjust naturally. And if it means... Yuck. Yuck? What's yuck? Just... I'll clean up around here. Well, first I need some dinner. Dinner? That's the final food meal of the day? Yeah, I barely ate anything for lunch. I had lots. I go into the kitchen. Well, not the messiest this place has ever been. That was when I tried making no-bake Georgia-style peach cobbler. I'm still mortified by the goop that has gotten in places I didn't think Doku-chan could ever possibly reach on her own. She was barely conscious when I left this morning. But clearly she has rapidly adapted to the world around her, and my apartment is her world. And apparently, all my food was her world as well, as everything in my fridge is covered in her slime. A few frozen purple chunks in the freezer. Even my vegetables in the pantry weren't spared. My stomach growls even as it retches. Is there anything to eat? Doku-chan, what did you eat? First, I ate a spoon. It had a bad texture and terrible aftertaste. But I really enjoyed ketchup. A nice mixture of salt and sugars. Then I looked for other things in your kitchen, but I didn't find anything tasty. The bread was very bad. I was saving that. The bag of onions weren't quite ripe. Only one of them had mold on it. Would you like to eat dinner together? No thanks. Oh, that's fine. I rummaged through the back of the pantry looking for anything unspoiled, anything I could heat up or eat dry that Doku-chan didn't get her grubby fingers on. I end up with a can of tomatoes and a pack of dry udon noodles. Could make the world's most pathetic spaghetti, except that all of my pots are dirty. That's a fault of mine, not Doku-chan's. I'm just lazy about cleaning dishes. After a while of cleaning dishes and sanitizing everything around and throwing out ruined food, I finally get the place looking decent again. This kitchen looks so pretty now. I hope it stays that way. I make the udon and tomato and give half a bowl to Doku-chan. Here's the best I could do. She tries it, and then just after a moment spits it out all over the floor. What? What was that? It's tomatoes and udon. You said you like ketchup, so... It's so bitter and sour! My tongue hurts. This is going to be a very long week. After I chow down on my awful dinner and clean up the mess on the floor, I turn my attention to a more pressing problem. How did you even make such a mess? There's goop everywhere. I practiced dancing. Did I do something wrong? No, I'm just pointing out that there are purple streaks very high up on the wall. I was trying to reach the spider on the ceiling. Did you reach it? Nope. It looks so yummy. I'll bet. I have to spend a whole time getting all this clean enough not to have a panic attack over. I feel like I finished an entire work shift after cleaning an entire I feel like I finished working an entire work shift after working an entire work shift. At least it's all clean now, even at the cost of a lot of bleach. A little woozy fumes. I like this aroma. What do you call it? Goku-chan. Oh, I'm sorry for making mistakes. She has no idea what she did for any of this. For some godforsaken reason, I'm not gonna even kick her out of the house tonight. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that in the first place. I'm just gonna pass out and hope that I wake up to a better mood and a better life. Although I have to deal with that pesky slime girl again. Should I let her sleep with me again, or put her back in the box where she belongs? She stares at me with that stupid look. Let her sleep in your bed again. I couldn't hurt. She slinked out of bed last night, got into her box, but at least at first she wasn't such a bad bed partner. I mean, besides the smell and ruined sheets. Come on, let's go to bed. Together? Yep. That way if you get scared again, you can just snuggle up to me. Wow, you make me feel warm in my heart when you say things like that. I'm glad for it. I take a quick shower, leaving Goku-chan to wait out in the living room and not break anything else. After I finish up, I change into pajamas and do my nightly routine. Skincare, existential dread, and toothbrushing. Goku-chan wanders into the bathroom just in time to see me laugh. What is that in your mouth? Here's a toothbrush. I spit out the toothpaste into the sink. It's a toothbrush. Humans have to keep their teeth clean or else plaque and bacteria build up. Oh, but that sounds delicious. No, it's disgusting. To each their own. Is Goku-chan gaining an actual personality? I hope not. Before I turn on the tap to finish up, Goku-chan prances over to the sink and starts sniffing at my toothpaste spit. Now that's sharp. Spearmint? Yeah. I import my toothpaste from overseas. I like the flavor. But you don't eat it, you just spit it? Well, it's bad for you to swallow. Why? I don't actually know. Because it contains fluoride. That's it. That's the reason. Can I... You what? I gagged when I realized her question. But, couldn't hurt. Sure, go ahead. Okay. Goku-chan sticks out her tongue and laps up the toothpaste spit, making smacking sounds along the way. Ugh. I see. That's a very strong flavor. I can tell there's a lot of fluoride in the mixture. That might be unsafe for you. For me, it's quite nutritious. The fluoride and bacteria help a growing girl like me. Do you brush your teeth every day? Yep, morning and night. Then please let me try it again tomorrow. What did I sign up for? Well... It's time to sleep. I'm so excited, I can sleep with you again. We're such bed buddies. I hesitate for a moment, but decide again not to kick her out of my room. Just don't be scared like last night. I'll protect you. Yay! Get under the blankets and make yourself warm. Okay. I turn off the light and hesitate one last time before climbing into bed itself. On instinct, I put my arm around her waist and stomach. We cuddle up, slimy texture rubbing off on me. It's not a pleasant sensation for someone who's trying to get to sleep. Like lube in all the wrong places. And yet, she smells different than before. Whereas last night she smelled like garbage left out overnight, now she smells like sweet, fresh tanginess? Huh, it doesn't actually smell so bad. Hardly gagging at all. That toothpaste must have worked on her somehow. I mean, it's a bit overpowering and gross in that way, but at least it's not an actively repulsive stench. Her little footsies brush up against my legs. She's already asleep and giving off more of her pathetic snores. I brush her head, her hair? The part that looks like hair anyway. I'm gonna regret it in the morning, but now that I've accepted that fact, I'm kinda glad she's here with me. I'm growing fond of my little companion already. Good night, Doku-chan. In the morning, I realized that before going to work for yet another weekend half shift, I need to take yet another shower. Yes, I took one last night, but too much Doku-chan has ruined my cleanliness. Okay, I literally brought this on myself by inviting this strange woman into my bed. I could have asked her to sleep in her box, but no, I wanted to make her feel good. Or maybe I wanted to make myself feel good? Either way, I'm just gonna have to accept that I'm a morning shower girl from now on. Something in my Japanese spirit screams at me in English. Oh well. I definitely prefer evening showers, but then that's most. I don't like being awake in the morning. Then having wet hair in the morning is doubly bad. And also because I tend to fall asleep in the shower. If I fall asleep, basically disassociate because I'm like still very tired. So evening showers for me. This has been Soroka Facts. I really don't like having wet hair. Like, I really don't. It is not a sensation I like. And that's why that's why I kind of miss having short hair because it dries so quickly. Oh well. You know, I kind of feel a little woozy. I don't know if it's all the bleach from cleaning the kitchen and living room or it's being around Doku-chan for so long. Either way, I really need to get into the shower soon. Before I turn on the shower this time, Doku-chan enters the bathroom. Good morning. Hello, Doku-chan. What did you want? Why do you come into this room so much? I pee, I wash my hands, I brush my teeth, I shower. This is a very useful room for humans, but maybe not for Doku? Maybe not. Although you could probably use a shower for sure. Could she? Are you sure she isn't just going to literally get washed down the drain? A shower? I turn on the shower and the nozzle sprays hot steaming liquid. Ah! Doku-chan bolts out of the room and crashes into a wall in the living room. Doku, please be careful. Ow. Ouch. Owie. She stumbles back into the bathroom and looks at the shower in stupefied terror. He's very brave for coming back in. What is it? It's a shower. We wash ourselves to smell better and get rid of dirt and grime. Oh, oh, it's a little... Are you afraid? It's just some hot water. Hot water spraying very quickly. What if I dissolve? I could disappear forever. Silly, you don't have to be afraid. I'll protect you. Wow, you're so kind to me all the time. Maybe I'll try some other time. After we make sure. Fine, fine. Don't worry. I take my shower alone and Doku-chan stays far away from the bathroom for a while. My skin's getting really dry from a second shower in 12 hours. This is going to require some major moisturizing. And this Doku-chan problem is going to require some major solving. But for now, we're entering a status quo that will take us through at least a few more days together. I just hope it goes well. Nothing ever goes well anymore. I'm absolutely exhausted. Part of it is working 6 or 7 days a week. But most of that is being around Doku-chan in almost every free hour I have. It's been, what, 2 weeks since I took her home? Maybe less? I'm losing track of time. She's rambunctious, ever curious, surprisingly quick to learn. She also never shuts up. She uses to shower, constantly demands my attention. and has an intoxicating aura around her that never lets me leave be. She's almost like a peaceful respite, apart from the crunching deadline and constant pressure from my managers. At least I don't have to teach my managers that the burnable trash bag is not an extra food pantry. Next to me, Fujino is as pleasant as ever. Our moods are the pedant of the yin-yang. She looks my way when I droop my head down towards my keyboard. I've been staring at it for about 40 uninterrupted minutes. She slides a rolling chair over next to me and gives me a wide smile. Do you need to take a break? Nope, I'm feeling great. Just resting my eyes. Your eyes are open. Resting them from the blue backlight of the computer screen. Ah, that's a problem for sure. That's why I bought my e-ink monitor. Whenever my main monitor gets too much for me, I can always switch to the other screen. If you have enough money, I really recommend it. I don't even remember what money looks like anymore. Have I even spent any this month? Or am I just drifting into my endless pantry every day? You are completely incoherent. Yeah. I think you are extremely tired. I'll tell our sub-manager to let you go home early. No. No. I prefer the office. It's a nice place here. Fujino leans up close to me and puts her head on my shoulder. Don't you just want to relax, though? Aren't you a bit tired? I can handle it, don't you worry. I feel like she's trying to scam me somehow, like beating me for a promotion or something. Yet I'm too exhausted to even fight back against whatever tactic she's using. Or maybe she's just being friendly? I forgot what friends are supposed to do in situations like this. But I sure as hell wouldn't cover for Fujino even if she were super tired. Oh well, son. What do you want to do? I want to... I don't know. I don't want to go home right now, that I know for sure. Fujino's nose twitches. You smell good. What is that? Like, not a nice perfume, right? It's kind of weird and... Wow, whatever it is, I like it. It is a perfume, actually. Can I try it sometime? Sure. I'm about to run out, but next time I stock up, I'll bring some over. Doku-chan's strange ketchup and mint scent is rubbed off on me so much that it carries over even after I've showered thoroughly. This is both horrifying and understandable. I'm just glad I don't reek. I'd love to try it. Got it. I still have to bottle Doku-chan's scent or else I'll disappoint Fujino and get on her bad side. There's nothing in this world I want less than that, so that's a quest for another time. Fujino lifts her head from my shoulder. I'll be waiting for you. Anyway, you seem totally beat, but I get it. You don't want to go home because you're way too busy there. A new dog? A new boyfriend? Hard to tell. Which one is it? Well, that's a tough question to answer. I'll just assume both. Okay, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Take the afternoon off and relax in a cafe or something. Just associate in the park for a while. Fine, I'll try. That's what I was doing by staring at my keyboard, you know. Maybe Fujino is right, though. I've got to get away from work and from Doku-chan. I need to be my own person for a bit, get some fresh air. The monthly reports will still be here when I get back. I shudder at the fact that I take solace in that previous sentence. I'm still confused by what a TV is. This strange rectangle shows moving pictures of all sorts of wonderful things. These wonderful things kept me entertained while Office Lady-san is away. Flashing lights and loud music and some kind of a story. But the stories are always changing into commercials. I don't get the pacing. There's a commercial on right now advertising a foamy warm toothpaste. It's not the kind OL-san uses. I should know, I eat it every morning and night. It's a tasty treat that cleans me out. But soon the advertisement ends and real entertainment begins. The next TV show is called Ryugaku Renai. It's a high school comedy drama about a girl from a faraway land that comes to Japan and attends a local high school. She's involved in a deeply romantic affair with her school's popular sports girl, but they're trying to keep it a secret right now. The foreigner girl is a little frustrated with it. She and her girlfriend sit together on a tree stump in the gardens for their high school, away from everyone else. A secluded moment for each other. They seem so happy to be together, and yet the foreigner girl still broods at her girlfriend with her distinctive foreigner accent. I really want to hold hands with you, Yuka. Not here. But I have such like for you. It's unfair. We're at high school, V. So, nobody's here, I'm happiness. You're happy. Oh, oops. I'm happy. Even if we don't do a handhold, I'm happy. So don't worry about it. I know why you're asking, and I just can't do it. I have so many kohai depending on me. I can't let them think Think you're what? That I'm devoting more time to you than to the soft tennis team. Oh. I thought you were shy to coming out. Well, I'm a little afraid of that too. There's other LGBT plus people in our grade, but they're all fujoshi and tomboys. I'm now grappling with the question. Are fujoshi queer? Do I need to go look up what that word means again? Yeah, no. Fujoshi are typically women who like boys love. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just sitting here going like, it's a weird thing to put in there. Yeah, like, because they're not necessarily queer themselves, they just like boys love drama. Also, tomboys aren't really queer on their own. But weird examples, what I'm saying. But maybe that's the point. Not like me. Unless they're saying that the LGBTQ plus people are also fujoshis and tom, which makes more sense, and not the fact that they are fujoshis and tomboys by themselves. You know what? I'm going insane. But that's me. You like a fujoshi and tomboy now. Yeah, I do. The foreigner girl touches the Japanese girl's chin, leans in. Nobody is here. We can do a kiss. I want to. Well then, are you sure nobody is around here? Who does care? You? Yes, but don't let go of me. I don't. They lean in for a kiss and a new commercial comes on, this time advertising a private life insurance company. Wow, that was so romantic. The foreigner is so cool. The sports girl is cool too. They remind me of myself and OL-san, except we'd never kissed or done anything romantic. I'm not so sure what romance is, except that it makes my heart go pitter-patter when I think about it. I need to experience more of the world first before I understand about it, I think. If my pitter-patter goes too rapid, I might have a heart attack and die. Oh, maybe I should sign up for that life insurance. I'm excited to watch more Ryogaki Renai after the commercials end. OL-san told me that the live-action TV drama is trash and a bad adaptation. She went on a long rant about how it's far inferior to the original video game. I'm still not so clear on what a video game is, but if she has such fiery emotions about it, I'm inclined to agree. In my short experience in life, I found that people with strong opinions tend to be right almost every time. TV teaches me so many interesting things. I'm home after a long, relaxing day out and about. Well, mostly I walked around a park in circles for like 3 hours. My legs are extremely tired right now, and I'm very sure I'll be bedridden levels of sore tomorrow. I wouldn't say my physical fitness is anything remarkable. In fact, probably in the bottom 10 or 15% of people in Japan. So the fact that I was able to watch so much to begin with is an impressive achievement for me, at least. Especially considering how tired you are. I enter home with much trepidation. If anything has gone awry, I won't be physically able to deal with it this evening. Thankfully, Doku-chan isn't doing anything special, just watching television. I breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, you're home! Yeah, I'm home. Welcome home. What have you been up to? I've been watching a lot of TV. Doku-chan stands up from the couch, leaving behind a thick residue of sludge. She really has been sitting there all day. The amount of herself that rubs off on things is so inconsistent, so hard to understand. But the rule seems to be, the harder to clean, the messier she gets. I quickly grab a towel and wipe the couch down with sanitizer, as Doku-chan stands there unaware. I learned a lot from TV. I'm very fascinated by commercials. So many items to buy and experiences to have. More food than I ever thought possible. People also dance a lot in commercials. I like dancing. Maybe I'll dance more when trying things from the commercials. It makes me want to try a lot of new things in the world. You like trying new things, OL-san? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of answers. Make a save. It's been a hot minute since we've done that. Office lady. She kind of seems set in her ways. No, I'm set in my ways. I hate change and all the annoyances it brings. Even me? No, you're the one sole exception. Yep, definitely. I'm hungry. Well, we're still not sure what food is actually good for you or not. I wish I could take you to a doctor, but, well, that's a can of worms I'm not ready to open just yet. Oh, a can of worms sounds really good. Well, it's rich in protein, I guess. But there's some interesting elements to your eating habits that are intriguing. I did always enjoy science in school, even if I was bad at it. Oh, there's that word again. Whenever you eat certain really sweet stuff, you start to smell really sweet, and I feel like you might shed even less goop. But you also seem to act too strange when you're on a sugar high. Oh, like dancing a lot. No, the dancing comes from eating a lot of moldy food. I think you're sort of the opposite of humans. Mold makes you stronger instead of making you deathly ill. Which, honestly, really reduces the amount of burnable garbage I have to deal with, so I'm glad I can feed you my old leftovers. But I'm kinda worried that the spores are leaking out of you and getting into my bloodstream. I really hope you are fully absorbing it. Is there a way to tell? Not yet. Then we should be really careful. Yep. When you eat a lot of sugary foods, it seems like you crash very quickly. But you don't fall asleep, you just stumble around in a cute way. I actually wonder if it's making you drunk. What's that? Well, that'll be something we have to test out another time, because can of worms and all. Yum! I'll feed you more ketchup, but make sure you tell me how you feel afterwards. And no toothpaste tonight. I want to see if that changes anything. Oh. I'll do my best. We eat up our dinners, almond ice for me and half a ketchup bottle for Doku, and start getting ready for bed. I'd start doom scrolling on my phone, but I'm definitely too tired for that. I can't let algorithms drain me if I'm already empty. Doku-chan seems already early in her sugar blitz, a little lethargic compared to just a few minutes ago. It's very cute. Her head bobs up and down, and she can't seem to let that smile drop from her face. Though she doesn't seem to be losing her cognitive skills like I would after polishing off a bottle of whiskey. She just watches me blankly as I do my skincare routine. Silly OL life. Oh, so silly OL feet. Come again. I like you. Yeah, thanks. Without regarding any further, I finish up exfoliating and leave the bathroom. Instead of doom scrolling or sleeping, I'm gonna read a book on my e-reader device. With its wonderful e-ink power, I charge it once and then it's good for the next month. What a great little novelty that I don't use nearly enough. E-ink is so great. My apartment isn't that small, but I can store 5,000 books on here, whereas I can fit like 30 books on my shelf. I reserve that space exclusively for the doujinshi I picked up at comic convention. I get about 10 pages into a tome about an apathetic demon lord and I feel a strange gelatinous weight pressing down on me. I lower the e-reader. Hi, OL-san. Doku-chan is sitting on my lap. Hello? I'm a little busy right now. You can make some time for me. The stress is starting to build up again. The precise reason I took that huge walk earlier. Nobody is here. We can do a kiss. Huh? She grabs my chin, accidentally pinches it at first. She stares at me with glazed over vacancy rather than erotic suaveness. Don't you want a kiss? What's your deal? I saw this on TV. Let me kiss you. No. Get off. I push her off my lap. She goes tumbling onto the floor like a flick booger. Okay. Probably should have realized saying no like that was gonna resolve around. Wherever we talked, but boundaries, girl. Boundaries. Wow. I see, you aren't comfortable with me. I'm interested in this book. Don't try to make out with people who are reading books. It's not sexy. I'm learning new things. After a few more chapters, I start dozing off in my chair, so I decide it's finally time to get some sleep. We go to bed together. Warm covers over our bodies and soft pillows under our head. I hold Doku-chan gently in my arms. That thing we're cuddling makes your arm hurt after a while? Not the case when it's a slimy woman you're with. Just a few minutes ago, I pushed her off me trying to escape her smooching. Now I'm cuddling her like she's an oversized plush taken from a basement after flooding. She purrs quiet. Say nothing. We both had a I'll let her rest. We both fall asleep relatively quickly. Well, I do. The next morning, I wake up with a cough and a lightheaded spinning dizziness. What the? My senses start to return to some sort of normal, which means that this woman in bed with me has suddenly once more become completely repulsive. Everything that's attractive about her to me disappears when I remember that awful smell. The goop on my expensive pillows. I cough loudly enough that it wakes Doku-chan up. Eep. Sorry. I'm a bit under the weather. Or possibly I'm feeling gross due to sleeping with the sludge lady with zero precautions. Doku-chan gets out of bed before me and scampers around doing whatever. I don't yet have the mental capacity to pay attention to her. I get out of bed and do my best to stretch. Of course, I'm sore as hell due to my very long walk yesterday, but I'll do my best today. I'm making breakfast, Doku-chan. Then we'll discuss our plan for today. Oh, goody! I want to know about the plan for today. I'm excited. I'll bet you are. Feeling quite unwell, even after a mostly relaxing day yesterday, I make myself an Irish coffee and fry some extremely greasy bacon strips. That'll be the best way to get through today. And finally, I gain just a little bit of mental clarity. Doku-chan's chipper is a woodchuck. I envy that. So, today's plans? Yeah. I cough a few times. You. So, I have noticed that living with you has been... We cannot do sexually frustrating. That's probably a good thing. Ugh. Would I say it's a challenge or bad for my health? I'm gonna say it's been a challenge. A challenge. I haven't lived with anyone since I left my family home, much less someone who isn't human. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You can't control how you're born. What I mean to say is, we need to adapt our living situation starting today. Are we going to move? No. We're going to make it safer for me. And you. I don't know what substances you're actually made of, but it's spreading to surfaces around my home. The fumes are gathering in the air. It's getting harder to clean it up, and harder to wash the residue out of my hair. Well, I've been trying to be careful. I'm sorry if I'm doing a poor job. Yeah, but I haven't, and now I've got a plan to fix us all up. If you're gonna keep living here, we've got to create some safety protocols. At least until we have you checked out by a scientist or something. So today, I'm gonna take you on your very first outing. Outing? Wait, outing? Do you mean outside? Outside! I'm very scared and nervous. You haven't been out since I took you home. I told you it's dangerous to go alone, but take this. I think I didn't catch it. I hand Doku-chan a paper bag with leak-proof wax coating. Put that over your head when we go out. It'll put everyone at ease. People outside put bags over their heads? Why? No, only you. It's to protect you from getting noticed by other people. If they see your oozing body, they might get suspicious. If they see you with a bag over your head, I can just explain that you're incredibly ugly. Damn, okay. You're very smart. Secretly, I'm not ugly. But they might think I am because of the bag. I'm the only one allowed to decide if you're ugly or not. Oh, now that's some toxic stuff right there. I have to hide your cuteness. I have to hide your cuteness. Yeah! We're going to go to the shopping center together and buy something. Oh, like in the commercials? Yes. We'll figure out how to neutralize your more poisonous elements and maybe make you more comfortable in this life here. I want to keep you here, but it'll take a lot of work. And money, sadly. After a bit of pep talk, Doku-chan's meekness vanished. She's ready for adventure. Is outing actually a good idea? Unlikely. I'm doing it anyway. With a paper bag over her head and her clammy hand in mine, I lead Doku-chan outside for the first time in her weeks, staying with me. The Epoch Mall shopping center isn't too far away, just a couple of blocks. When I moved all the way up here to Kita-oji, near the end of the Karasama subway line, I did so exactly because of this mall. All the urban amenities just a short walk away. Supermarket, the penny arcade, movie theater, chain restaurants. Nice places to sit, a couple local cafes, and empty on weekends, as people flock to the city core for the more popular shopping destinations. Cheap rent, a pretty big apartment, and close to the subway and mall, it felt like my dream home. Then work took over and ruined everything. Living near a mall is pointless. I'm at the mall off at the office until 8 p.m. every night. I get home and all the stores are already closed. I can't stay out too late in the city core because last train is surprisingly early. I can't enjoy my cheap apartment if I'm hardly there. Bringing Doku-chan home with me was probably the most important decision I've ever made in my life. If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have even gone to the mall today. I'd find some excuse to need to go into work, and I'd be eating instant ramen as usual. But now we're here. Look at the size of that thing. Cut the chatter, Doku. We're going. Did we make her watch the Star Wars movies while she was home or something? Epoch Mall. There's dozens of them in the Kyoto area. All pretty much the same thing with different combinations of stores. Ingredients commodified. That's why we like them. Now, first things first, I'll pick up some more toothpaste. We go into a drugstore on the first floor. Well, I don't actually think there's a pharmacy, but it is all the other health supplies you can get, so it's close enough. Doku-chan's eyes light up beneath the bag on her head. It's a smorgasbord! Where the hell did you even learn that word? A character said it in Ryugaku Renai. Ugh, that trash show. Play the game. How do I play a game? Well, I don't own a PC, so... Guess I should get one soon. In the meantime, I wishlist Ryugaku Renai on Steam. Wait a minute. Is that actually the previous game? I briefly taken a look at their stuff. Okay, no. That would have actually been very funny. I guess she kept her Steam account on her phone or something. Anyway, the stuff here isn't food. It's healthcare supplies. Headache medicine, shampoo, masks, mouthwash. Well, it's not food for us. Could be food for Goku. I don't know, that all sounds good to me. Because you're a freaky little woman. And speaking of that, I'm gonna buy some new toothpaste. I can't let you have my nice imported stuff. Maybe you can snack on the bad Japanese kind. Oh, I'd like to try it. Even if it doesn't come with the bacteria your mouth generates. And that's our first purchase of the day, a bundle of toothpastes. Now it's time for lunch. We head over to the food court, where annoying teens yell at each other about their smartphone games, where annoying middle-aged couples reserve an entire 6-person table, placing a glove or scarf on it. There's so many restaurants to choose from. But in lieu of choosing, I'm going to give Doku-chan with a piece of impeccable Japanese culture, eating crappy fast food from overseas. Let's go to Burger Box. They often have them in malls because they're too expensive for standalone stores and only marginally better quality than Saint Burger. Marginal quality. I never bring fast food home with me, so I don't think I've let you try any. Well, that changes today. I ordered us a combo meal each. Or as this company puts it, a boxable. Burger, french fries, and diet soda so not to trigger Doku-chan's sugar sensor. How do I eat all this? You can take off the bag. Nobody's not gonna notice, not if we're just here a few minutes. Okay. I haven't had overseas fast food in a while, so its overwhelming, greasy goodness hits me like a punch to the stomach. So much meat, so much fertile soil wasted, so many soybeans grown, so many burps of methane generated, all to raise and slaughter and transport the cow that I am now eating. Some old lady may look at a burger like this and angrily question where the beef is. Compared to the past, we get a lot less beef per yen. But for me, the ignorant woman living in the present day, it's perfect. The destruction of the planet really is worth this. I look up from my beef and realize Doku-chan's already finished her entire meal. Yum! The artificial preservatives balance nicely with the salt. I can taste just a hint of lingering growth hormones. And don't get me started on the drink. The aspartame has a really special chemical wash to it. Thank you so much for taking me here. Yes. Suddenly, the rest of my meal is not quite as appetizing. Somehow I manage the willpower to scarf the rest of it down, and we continue our outing. I look back behind Doku-chan and see a trail of purple slime she's leaving behind. We probably should have brought some paper towels with us, and also Doku-chan probably should have worn shoes. Yeah, probably. Kind of weird we never bothered to get her any other clothes. Or anything. Okay, next. I need to make sure we're well protected, so it's time to go pick you up some new clothes. My clothes now are bad? Well, they seem to absorb your putrid, fetid filth better than any of my clothes, and I'm a little confused about that. But you need more than one outfit, and especially outfits that don't leave dripping parts of yourself all over the places. I feel like all this walking is making me hungry again. You're expending too many calories by literally leaving bits of your body behind. I never thought about it that way. Oh well, son, you're so smart. I have to be to survive in this cutthroat world. I don't feel like spending any upscale money on this woman, so we go to the cheapest chain store in the mall, Basilico. The quality is the same fast fashion crappiness as everywhere else, but it's very slightly out of season, so it's a little price reduced. As someone who wears business casual 6 days a week, I don't really care about fashion. For Doku-chan, I care even less. She hardly even goes outside. I tried to watch on mobile while I was eating, and the player kept bugging out, which talks to me. Aw. Oh, it's good to see you, Avi. Hope you're doing well. First things first, a raincoat. I grab a bundle of various waterproof clothes and make Doku-chan try them all on. Sorry to the person who has to clean the ones we don't buy, but I have to be thorough. Minimum leakage, maximum odor containment, ease of wear. Finally settle on one style that's mildly cute while also being maximum Doku containment on a budget. If I had a bigger budget, I'd be looking into custom tailoring, but I don't have any contacts in the military-industrial complex just yet. I look good in this. You can wear it out of the store. The shop clerk help reminds us no, she cannot wear it out of the store. We get several sets of this, so it'll be easier to rotate through them and she won't ever need to be totally naked. I think we're about done with clothes now. At least until Doku-chan comes scrambling to me with a blouse and miniskirt. And I get this? It looks so very cute, and I would like to wear it. I could dance around with this twirly skirt. That's definitely not waterproof. You'd have to wash it after every wear, and it'd break down after just a few washes. Probably the calm I'm working on? Nice. I hope the calm has been going well. Alex Yuri's been good? It has been good, but it has been a lot of little catchphrase references that I was not expecting. But I guess that's fast fashion. Suggest an alternate, sexier outfit. No. Buy her the fashion. Buy her the outfit. Look, I understand the need for skirt go spinning. I understand that, and I cannot deny her it. We'll buy her the shitty skirt that wears out after a few washes and like made of the thinnest fabric. Because that's what we dealt with. Yeah, sure, you can have it. I don't see why not. Just wear it responsibly and make sure to wear a plastic wrap layer underneath it too. Oh, I guess we should buy some underwear too. Although the budget is running thin, so maybe not. Oh well, sacrifices need to be made, and Doku-chan deserves one cute outfit. Underwear! Seems like it'd be even worse than the skirt. As far as, like, wearing out really quickly. Because typically underwear is not made of waterproof stuff. Unless you're gonna make her wear, like, a swimsuit or something. Next we pick up some home cleaning supplies. I'm almost out of bleach, all my rags were destroyed, and my air freshener no longer works hard enough to keep up with demand. So I restock on all of that and get myself some handy latex gloves, latex boots, and more trash bags that I know what to do with. Not the city-designated trash bag. Those are just the unmarked ones you use when you know you've got to protect yourself. I'm gonna line my whole apartment in plastic. You know what? Fair enough. Joku-chan eyes some drain cleaner with suspicion. Do you really think this helps clogs like it says it does? It looks a little high calorie. Again, humans do not eat this stuff. We die if we do. And no, don't go towards the cockroach poison. We are not getting any of that. But she sniffles. I said no, and that's fine. Here, I'll get you something a little less deadly. I grab a pack of deodorant powder and show it to her. This should freshen you up. Really healthy. Healthy for my nose, at least. Bah, looks gross. Too bad, we're getting it. We've stocked up on plenty of supplies. Maybe life in my apartment can be a little less dangerous now. Finally, after a little while longer in the mall, it's clear to both of us are tired out. I pick up some groceries without a list because oops, I always forget to make one. And after that, the Epoch Mall trip is done. My soreness from walking yesterday is compounded with more walking today, and I'm definitely going to need a relaxing bath soon. Doku-chan's so far gone underneath that big bag that I might have to carry her home. But she tries her best and we get home without any further incidents. First outing, mission success. I'm so happy about today. Me too, it went surprisingly well. Suspiciously well. I'm back at work after a day and a half of a relaxing vacation. It was busy and physically exhausting, but mentally I'm back on track to deliver reports to the sub-manager, do a poor enough job that I'd never get promoted to the sub-manager myself. With a slightly better meal situation than usual. I cook curry and rice instead of just bringing instant ramen. I'm feeling a little less dour about during my lunch hour. I always work well during my lunch hour if I have a good meal to nibble at while I continue not taking a break. Ushino returns to her desk, having just finished up her lunch hour where she apparently went to the company garden to relax. Must be add on her assignments. Gosh, I wish that were me. How's your report coming? I'm behind, but not by much. Thanks for covering for me the other day. No problem. I'm glad you're in better spirits. I feel a lot better. Did your boyfriend problems work themselves out? I don't respond or make eye contact. She looks at me more deep. Sorry, did your partner problems work themselves out? Figured out as queer so quickly. I don't really know what you... don't worry, I don't go to drinking parties, so I have nobody to gossip to. If you have any romance trouble, just know that giving it time and space pretty much always makes things work out. If your partner is annoying you and you give it a few days, usually you come to realize that they aren't actually that annoying after all. You were the problem. Or if there's some weird atmosphere between the two of you and it doesn't go away after a long time, well, you gave it enough time to know things won't work out. Sometimes our partners make us sick, give us big headaches, hurt us even when they don't mean to. You can lash out, bottle it up, or just be patient and wait for the resolution. Usually there's a path forward, but not always. Thank you. The way Fujino is wording things. It sure sounds like Doku-chan is already my girlfriend. I get a pit in my stomach just thinking about it. I'm not sure what it says about me. That's my first reaction. I'm also not sure how useful her advice actually is, because it's incredibly vague and wishy-washy in the way every single self-help book is. But maybe I can take her philosophy into the future and adapt it into my own heart. How is your partner? Well, let's give Doku-chan some praise. I'm having a tremendous time. Every day is a new adventure. We even went to Epoch Mall together. Enlightening. I recommend you take more days for yourself. Whatever you did while you're out of work, you should do more of. Whether that's with your partner or without, I think you'll be better served doing that instead of burying yourself in this dead-end company. Good advice. Maybe. Not sure. Why does everything feel so contradictory all the time? Guess I'll try to work on my relationship with Doku-chan, whatever that may be. I've been trying to relax it better at home lately. For several weeks after that fateful conversation with Fujino, I've been doing my best to enjoy my life, not just treating it like chores and goals to accomplish. I have a partner in my life to balance things out with, and we have to make things work positively. Now that my home is lined with plastic everywhere, now that I've set up a nice ventilation system and a daily laundry routine, it should be perfect. Problem is... No! Please! Both members of this partnership are not giving an equal effort. I drew up this bath especially for you. Even if you dissolve or something, you won't go down the drain. We'll figure it out. It's supposed to be nice and comfortable. It's literally a bubble bath. Bubbles, no. It's too dangerous. I could be ruined forever. I saw what happens when you put that cube of curry roux in the pot. It disappeared forever, and then you ate it. Don't eat me. Doku, you are unbelievable. You are getting more rancid with every passing day. I can hardly stay at home anymore. Please, just take a bath. You told me you hate that deodorant powder, right? Yeah, it's gross. Well, that's the only thing that's been keeping you from smelling and looking like a dead body. It covers up your smell pretty well. Don't want to have to eat more of it. You'll bathe right here and now. Just like I do every morning. I don't wanna. Well, too bad. You have to. What I say goes. I know what's best for you, and nobody else does. Do you understand me? I understand. You have to get clean, whatever the cost. Okay, I'll do it. With great trepidation, she takes off her clothes and dips a finger into the bath. You should get in while it's warm. I will... More hesitation. Puts a foot in, and it's hotter than she expected. She pulls back with a nervous giggle. The bubbles in the bath swish around, and one of them floats up into the air. She tracks it with her eyes and uses that as an excuse to pull away from the tub and follow it. Oh, Doku-chan. You seem really scared. I am. Don't leave me. I want you to stay with me. Whenever you go away from me, I always get a little scared. What if something happens to me? You protect me. Alone, I'm not good enough. Oh, Doku. Please watch me. Keep me safe. Fine. I will. Finally enters the tub and starts bathing. I sit on the edge of the bath to comfort her. It's important that I be here for her. There's always a chance, however small, that she really will get hurt somehow by the bath, though there seems to be no problem so far. The tub has been dyed a thick purple already, but her herself is not losing any noticeable composition. Use that sponge. There's lots of soap and you can scrub away and get the dirt and grime off of you. But dirt and grime keeps me healthy, but not me. I get sick from your dirt and grime. Like actual illness. Don't you want me to be healthy? Yeah, I need you so much. Oh no, despite my best efforts, the Yuri remains toxic. She grabs my arm, literally clinging. If I get really clean, will you kiss me? I'll do a lot more than kiss you. Oh! Oh my. I'll do whatever you want to you. You just have to be clean. At this, Doku-chan begins bathing as much as she can. We've been cooped up in this apartment together for long enough that I think both of us understand what the other wants. We sleep together, we eat together, we see each other naked, we go shopping together. But we haven't broached that barrier of intimacy. Tonight, that barrier will be broken. Doku-chan finishes her bath, still forcing me to watch the entire time. The bath itself smells quite bad, but the girl is losing some of that disgusting aura around her. When she finally steps out, I hardly recognize her. I mean, she looks exactly the same, but something about her is very nearly clean. Am I deluding myself into thinking this way? No, surely it's that Doku-chan is just more radiant than usual. More alluring than ever. At least until her skin begins bubbling up. Oh no! Ah! What's this? Get a towel, get a towel! Okay, it wasn't so bad. Just the aftermath of the bubble bath. Her body absorbed too many of them. Good to know. No more bubble baths for you. That was a very strange sensation. Want to feel another? Sorry, I was not prepared for this. Taking notes? Whoa. I lean into her mouth and kiss her. Just for a moment, we're locked together in time and space. Our lips dance in a duet. We pull away, and a trail of saliva and slime still connects us. Her breath is still kind of gross, sadly. I love you. We kiss again. I get a little lightheaded from the fumes of her breath. I love you too. Sure. This feels so right. Definitely. I should have prepared for this. But it's too late. We're in it now. We go to bed together and make out before I've even hit the pillow. No music playing in the background. Lips smacking together and bodies rubbing against one another. Doku-chan just got clean. I'm gonna make sure she stays as clean as she can. Even if I take in toxins in the process. I can take it. She's gasping for breath. I pin her down and meet her eyes. Don't worry. I've got you. Oh, Al-san. We wrap ourselves around each other. There's no going back from this. I'm officially in a domestic relationship with an incredibly short sludge woman. We did it. If I were in a different situation, I might ponder the implications of that and what it might mean for my future. Instead, I'm only pondering Doku-chan's delectable existence, her rapid heart. I'm only pondering how happy I feel, happy at any cost. Your relationship rank is... Tonic! Thanks for playing the demo. You finished episode 1, but each playthrough has 6 episodes in total, and there's 10 plus endings through each. How will Oil-san and Doku-chan's relationship evolve? The result is up to you. Wishlist the game and make sure to tell your friends what rank you got. Yippee! Tonic, which I think is, Oh yeah. There's 3 rankings at the end of episode 1 based on your relationship health. Toxic, Tepid, and Tonic. Try to get them all. Right, so Toxic would be very abusive towards her. Tepid is probably just kind of like... kind of sleazy. And like average towards her, and Tonic is the nice one. So, there we go. That was the, maybe the more timid responses? Maybe, yeah. You were only a little bit toxic. Less committed, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, that was really cute. I will say, though, I'm not gonna lie, please, for the later episodes, please do not put in so many little references. Please don't. Please don't. Just put in, that's a good trick. Look at the size of that thing. Cut the chatter. Accelerate to attack speed. Take this. Or it's dangerous to go alone. Take this with you. Like, come on. It just makes it look cheap. Stop it. Stop with the references. Let it stand on its own. Especially considering those references don't make sense. Like, why are they referencing Star Wars? Why are they referencing uh The Legend of Zelda? Textually, there's no reason for it. So it's just it's it just kind of annoys me. Um, but then I'm kind of incredibly grumpy about those kind of references because I see them a lot. So, but otherwise, very cute. Um, Definitely give the demo a playthrough yourself. It's in the pinned comment. Um, and wishlist the full game, which I don't know. It comes out in July on July 31st, so in next month basically. I am a grumpy magpie. I'm sorry, darling. I have to find out. But yeah, I think with that we'll go ahead and wrap on up. So for those unaware, my schedules run Thursday to Monday, so we've just finished this schedule. Next schedule will almost certainly look a lot like the previous one. We've still got Sekiro to work on, Armored Core 4, X Troopers. I have that patch. I need to. It's it's I have to figure out what the torrent program du jour is. Because it always feels like every single time there's a torrent program, it inevitably gets taken over and like turned into adware garbage. So I'll get the new patch for that to see the last little bits of the post game. And also Ace Combat 4. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that next week, um, my streams don't get crispy as they did last week. I'm sorry about that. Um, Fingers crossed that turning off VTube Studios GPU priority is enough to fix it. Plus, dusting out my computer. If it's something more serious than that, I don't know what it would be. I'm really not looking forward to having to diagnose it if there's something more to it than that. Um, at some point, I need to work up enough willpower to migrate over to Linux now that Spout 2 program a plugin has been released and everything, and probably by the end of the year, probably enough of the road bumps will have been smoothed out that I can try again to switch, and I'm not going to feel as bad about it. But that's a problem for later. Let's see who we can send you off to raid tonight. But yeah, huge thank you to Yuri for bringing this game to my attention. Apologies, I didn't get to it when you first gave me the preview key. But yeah, like I wasn't in any condition to. I wasn't going to be in any condition to play it at that time, and especially not to read it. So that's just how it had. Let's see. Who's live? Who's real? Um, couple choices. Couple choices. Couple choices. 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 I'm feeling very smooth brained. Um, let's go ahead and send you on off to Bonilla. Here's our raid message. Right target being sported. That's all I got for you tonight. And I'll see you back here on Thursday for a new stream schedule. Until then, please take care and have yourself a good rest of your week. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.